Off they go out, and they'll be back later. It's like Heathrow Airport, coming in and out, in and out. There's some more boys. They're nice and quiet, them ones. I've come down to ride on the Isle of Wight, and this is the 2025 Scooter Rally. Every year, hundreds and hundreds of scooters descend upon the Isle of Wight, and noisy buggers as well. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, probably thousands of these scooters descend on the Isle of Wight every year for this scooter rally, and it goes on all weekend in August. And yesterday I was over at one of the airports where a lot of the scooter riders, you know, meet up and discuss scooter things. So I went there and took a few photographs. In fact, I shot 2 rolls of film. And today is Saturday, and they're all meeting up in rides. So they'll be here. They'll be going out on ride outs, but there'll be hundreds of people here with all interesting sorts of scooters. So I thought it'd be a good opportunity to come down and get a few photographs, you know, for my photography collection that I can look back on in years to come, and you never know. So every year I come down here and if I can, and get some photographs. And generally what I'll be looking for is interesting characters, interesting faces, to get a few portraits. I've only brought 2 rolls of film out with me. Kodak T-Max 100, perfect for today. So I haven't even got a light meter. I'm using a Nikon F2, there's got no light meter inside. So I'll literally be winging the meter in using the Sunny 16. So I'll probably shoot 1/25 of a second at f11 and see how we go from there. But I'm hoping to get a few portraits in as well of people, some interesting characters, and also of course the bikes themselves, some detail on some of the bikes, and see how we get on. I've brought out a few lenses with me, not too much. I need to get away from that music. YouTube would demonetise the video for all the £5 that I get from my vlogs. I'll show you the gear that I've got with me, and I'll show you around the place. I'll show you some of the scooters. I'll put the drone up as well so we can see what's going on. I'll have to do that from a public place. Let's go and find somewhere to show you the lenses and stuff I've got. We'll sit down over here. So I brought out Gary.
Roger!
He's going to go up in a little while, and I'll show you an aerial shot of what's going on around here. I brought out a Nikon F2, and on there I've got a 35mm lens. I'll tell you about that in a second. And I've also brought out 2 other lenses with me. I brought out a 105mm lens there and a 135 as well. And yesterday I took a whole range of lenses that I was playing with, you know. I just went to enjoy myself, use my lenses, just take different focal lengths on photographs. That's what I was doing, but my bag was quite heavy, so today I've sort of culled it down a little bit and decided what sort of lenses do I want to shoot for what I'm doing around here today. So I want to get some faces in, I want to get some interesting characters, I want to get single portraiture shots, if you like, or headshots of people that look interesting, and maybe also a few little groups of maybe 3 or 4 different people, and of course the scooters themselves. I want to get some detail and also shots of the scooters. So if you can imagine, if I wanted to get a shot with a scooter and get everything in the background, a nice sort of wide shot, I'd normally go for a 28mm lens. And I'd also bring out a 50mm with me as well, but I've changed things around a little bit. So I thought I'd bring out the 35mm, which is in between obviously 28 and 50. So that's 2 lenses I don't have to carry around with me, a 28 and a 50. This 35 will sort of go somewhere in between and do me justice. The other 2 lenses that I've got is the 135. Now I'm going to be using this, hopefully at some point I'll see scooters coming down the hill or coming along the road. I'll be able to use this, get some nice sort of length, zoom in on the shot and get riders coming towards me. The only thing with that is quite tricky to focus when you're doing that with a manual focus camera. And also the 105 as well. I want to use that on some of the sort of more closer portraits, so I need to get myself some sort of separation between me and the subject, but that's okay. So they're the lenses that I've brought out. Let me know in the comments, guys, what sort of lenses would you bring to this event? What would you shoot at this event? So like I said, my plan is to find interesting characters, maybe a few group shots, but also on the bikes, and a little bit of action as well. So the film that I've brought out, Kodak T-Max 100. it's quite bright today, so I have bought a light meter with me actually. I bought a tiny, the little light meter, pocket light meter from Chi, which is absolutely bang on. So if I do get in trouble, I can use that. But I'll be shooting 1/25 of a second at f11 on the Sunny 16. Thing is with Sunny 16, you can never guarantee how bright it is up there. I don't know if it's f16 or f11. You know what I mean? So I'll just shoot at f11 and that will be fine. Okay, light meter says f11. How about that? I'll keep this around my neck. Yeah, so let's get off. I'll show you around the place and I'll have a little chat with you guys as we're walking along. So I'll get my camera out. I'll start off on the 35mm and see how we get on from there. It's a lovely day. What a lovely summer we've been having in the UK. There's actually not many scooters around at the moment. They must be all out on a ride out, but still I can get some nice pictures in of some characters. Look at these scooters, look. I don't know what these are. Some ferret tails or something. It's a Lambretta. You can see the detail that these people work on, and usually they buy them. You can buy these scooters for a few £1,000, £1,500, £2,000, £3,000, £4,000, and they'll generally for that be projects. So you know they'll be a bit rusty or maybe a little bit broken, and the idea is that you do them up and you get them looking like this. This one's really nice actually. Look at all the lights on the front. You can only imagine going back in the 60s and 70s, like quadrophenia, all these things riding around, causing chaos and a lot of noise. But that one's like a scooter without, you know, it's a bit of a skeleton without all the body parts on it. That looks pretty cool. And all the decor as well. Look at the detail people put into them, that. That's pretty cool. That's my mate's scooter, Alan. I don't know where he is. I've got photographs of this bike before, and I took photographs of his bike. I don't know if he's around here. Probably somewhere.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Yeah, we got a picture.
So people are admiring Alan's bike. But he's a DJ. That's why he's got all these records all over the bike. He loves his vinyl. He'd be in here somewhere.
It's always like a pair of pants on it, it's always on the bar.
Look at these. Again, another one there with all the detail on it. Let's have a look over the back there. There's some more over the back here. If the camera works a little bit wobbly, guys, because I'm holding it with my left hand. I've got my other stills camera in my right hand. It's, look at some of these. Mate, what are these things? The tails? What are they? Fox tails or on the end of the scooters?
Fox tails.
They are fox tails, right?
Some of them are real, some of them aren't.
Right. Okay. Interesting. Cheers. So I just asked someone. Yeah, they're fox tails. In fact, you can see it there. Look, fox tails, but mostly they're not real. I should imagine back in the day they were. But look at this one with the lights on. Look, all the mirrors. Classics. It must cost a fortune to do these up. Look at this. It's remarkable. I'm saying all the dedication that goes into these. Are these yours? Any of these yours?
No.
You can imagine, can't you, though, all the dedication. I saw them yesterday down at Sandown Airport and they was like going for like £2.5 grand, but they was rust buckets. But they were projects for people to...
That's about between 12 and 15 grand.
Yeah, I bet it is, yeah. Yeah, it's had a lot of work done to it. Yeah, so the guy just said there's about £12,000–15,000 worth of scooter there. All the mirrors. That's crazy. Can you imagine that coming towards you?
I know.
Imagine that coming towards you at night on the opposite side of the road. You'd think an alien was coming towards you, wouldn't you? Crazy bike. That must cost a fortune. To do all that, all them lights and mirrors, all the wiring, even the back has got more lights. Have a look around the back. Look at this lot. This guy's addicted to lights. That's going to be worth a photograph soon, I think. I mean, these sort of photographs are nice when you get reflections in the mirrors. If you can get something in the mirror that represents what you're doing, sometimes that's quite nice. I'll throw the drone up. I'll show you guys an aerial shot of where I am to start off with. Okay, so the drone's just gone up. So you can see this is where I am at the moment in Wight, and all that lot there, all those guys there, guys and girls, they're all there for the scooter rally. Let's go up a bit higher. And all along that promenade, right from the background there, all day long, scooters will be riding up and down. So yeah, that's where I am at the moment. I'm not going to fly over them because there's crowds of people. I'm not allowed to do that, but always try and stick with the rules. I'll just show you as well. And that's the beach there. And right in the background is Portsmouth. Over the background is Portsmouth. Nice marina there. I've taken loads of photographs there before. And that's Ryde Pier at the back. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start off with the 35mm, and I'm just going to get some establishing shots. People enjoying themselves. I'll probably only maybe take 4 or 5 photographs, and then I'll swap the lenses over, go on to a 105 I think, and see if I can find a few characters to take photographs of. I just chatted to a mate of mine back there. He was DJing, the guy that owns that fancy bike, and I said, where's all the scooters on the ride out? He went, no, he said they're all down the other side. So I'm walking down to the other end, just beyond the pier where I showed you on the drone, and see if I can show you more scooters there. See if apparently there's a lot more people down there. So we'll have a little mooch around, see what we can find. Okay, there you go. So this is the other side where I'm at the moment, and look at the scale of it. It's huge. There's got to be a good, maybe 200-300 bikes there. 200-300 scooters, sorry. God, you've got to get that right. People get right offended if you call it a bike. So yeah, there they all are there. And that's where I was earlier, right at the back there. You can see a hovercraft in the background. So that's where I am milling around at the moment. And I've now got that 135 lens on, so I'm going to sort of mill around and see what shots I can get from a distance. Just trying to get some characters, some you know, interesting looking photographs that you can look back on in years to come. And so yeah, they were good times, you know. And that's mainland UK over there, so we're an island just off of Portsmouth. It's still England, it's still the UK, it's just not connected to the mainland. So I've just took the 35mm around this area and just sort of taking pictures, taking my time. There's a chopper, remember the chopper bikes? Yeah, just using the 35mm, just milling around the crowds and just you know, trying to keep a little bit of nostalgia in. So just sort of focusing on people that look the part. You know, there's a lot of people wearing t-shirts and stuff, but trying to find them, you know, the quadrophenia looking type of 60s, 70s mods. That's what I'm trying to look for. So I'm going to swap over lenses now. I'm going to go to the 105. In fact, no, I'm going to go for the 135. I thought I lost it then. I'm going to go for the 135 and try and get some characters shots from a distance. And no one knows I'm taking the picture. Just a long lens and try and compress the scene a little bit rather than the 35, which is quite wide. So back there I couldn't really find any characters around for any headshots, so I'm going to go back to where I was earlier on. I think there's some more characters up that way. The veteran, busy, busy, busy. So I just switched over to the 105 just for a few shots. I think the 135 was a bit ambitious with a few headshots, but it was ideal for milling around and getting some, you know, close in action shots. So I'm now going to switch over. I've just done that roll of film. I'm now going to switch over to the 35mm and shoot the next roll all on 35. So I'm going to be getting details of the bikes and a few crowd shots as well. So time to switch back to the 35. Now, if I was to come here with only one lens, it would be a toss-up, I think, between... I don't have a 75mm, I've got an 85mm, but I think it would be a toss-up between the 35 and possibly... I don't know, the 35's ideal for getting close in stuff on detail on the bikes and also crowd shots as well. It's not as wide as the 28, but not as close as the 50, but I think if I was to come in with just one lens, it would just be the 35. It would have to be. What about you guys? What would you do? Let us know in the comments. What lens would you bring to something like this if you only had to bring one lens? That would be interesting to read. So right, I've switched over to the 35. I'm now going to change the film over. So that's it, I shot 2 rolls. I'm going to go back now and develop the film. You guys have already seen the photographs that I've taken, but moreover, let me know what sort of lens would you have taken, or lenses would you have taken to an event like this? I took, what, 3, but really I only used 35mm. I'll be interested to know. I'm going to wrap the video up now, guys. Get me car, go home, have a cup of tea and a sandwich. I'll catch you next time.